Summer brings with itself a new set of fun and challenges. Sure, everybody could use some summer heat now and again, but the problem arises when you need to pack some heat in case something goes south. When it's cold, you wear a lot of layers, so it's easy to strap in a full-size pistol with a double-stack magazine. You can pack some heavy firepower because you got a lot of cloth to conceal it all. However, you cannot afford to put on more than 2 layers during the summer unless you want to sweat on your guns. And you do not want that to happen. The downside of wearing light is that there's not that much cloth to conceal your weapon. If you pack something large, it will show through, and everyone can tell that you're carrying something. So, there's your conundrum. Luckily, there is a solution. You just need a lightweight and easily concealable gun. The challenge here is that many guns out there sacrifice something to achieve this form factor. There are a handful of reliable sidearms out there, and I have here a list of 10 of those that I think will serve you well. Smith & Wesson Model 637. If you are a revolver lover, you can still carry it around with you during summer. The Model 637 from Smith & Wesson has you covered. The gun is constructed on a lightweight aluminum alloy frame, complete with a sturdy yet comfortable synthetic grip. The only drawback is that you might not feel it in your pocket when you stash it in there. You get 5 rounds of .38 Special plus P rounds in the cylinder. There are different sub-models for the Model 637 with different configurations. Some of them come with classic wooden grips and even lasers, so no matter what kind of shooter you are, chances are that you will find something you want. Smith & Wesson J-Frame. Here is another revolver for you. Of course, I'm going to recommend one of the best-selling snub-nose revolvers on the market today. The J-Frame snub-nose revolver pretty much sets the standard when it comes to snub-nose revolvers. You get 5 .38 Special or .357 Magnum rounds in the cylinder. There is a 22 long rifle version as well that gives you 8 shots. Not to mention there's a load of features to choose from. You can get the J-Frame with a standard hammer, shrouded hammer, or double action only. Personally, I would not go with the exposed hammer variant since it can snag. But other than that little tidbit, the gun is pretty streamlined, so you can whip it out and start putting down lead without the worry of it getting caught on your t-shirt. In terms of frame material, it includes stainless steel, blued steel, titanium, aluminum, or scandium. As expected, the weight is going to vary depending on the model you choose. Some of them weigh less than a pound when empty. Some of them also come with crimson trace lasers. For the form factor, the only difference lies in the barrel length. The standard is 1.8 inches, although some models come with 3 inches. Of course, the price is going to vary, but all of them are quite affordable and comfortable to use. I highly recommend picking this up if you do not have it already. The Glock 26. Of course, I have to mention something from Glock's lineup. Love it or hate it, we must acknowledge the number of excellent firearms that Glock has been pumping into the market. One of them is a Glock 26, affectionately dubbed the Baby Glock. It's one of the most popular concealed carry weapons on the market. There's a good reason for that. First, let's talk about the form factor. It's small enough to carry concealed. It's less than 5 inches tall, 7 inches long, and 1.18 inches at its widest point. It's also featherweight at 22 ounces when empty. Even for such a small gun, the capacity is quite generous at 10 shots and 9mm. But if you want extra firepower, you can also pick up an extended magazine. I also have to mention the Glock 19 here, since people also argue that it's a better option. Personally, I think the Glock 26 is better for concealed carry because of its small form factor. Still, both are excellent guns. Another bonus is that virtually every gun store worth a dime will have it. Not to mention, there's an ocean of aftermarket support to ensure that you can change or improve pretty much every single aspect of the gun to your liking. Smith & Wesson M&P Shield. The Shield is more of a platform than an individual pistol since it comes in 3 different chamberings: 9mm, 40 Smith & Wesson, and 45 ACP. The 45 ACP version is a bit bigger, but Smith & Wesson keeps all 3 variations in the same format: slim and single stacked, polymer framed, striker fired pistol. Although the M&P Shield is very small, you would assume that its accuracy would suffer. That would be the case for most guns at this size, but not for the M&P Shield. It carries easily, fires reliably, and can digest almost any ammo you feed it. The best part is that you can find it in virtually every gun store at a very competitive price. For this reason, the M&P is still one of the best concealed carry weapons on the market today. Premium Series PM9 by KAHR. The PM9 weighs just around 1 pound when empty, which is very impressive. They managed to put together a reliable firearm that is this slim and compact, which is a feat in and of itself. Even then, they did not really cut all corners as you would think. You still get that excellent and smooth trigger with a substantial pull. You can hardly find a pistol that is quite like this one. You get 6 rounds in the magazine, or 7 if you get an extended variant. The Springfield XDS. This is basically the great Springfield XD in a more compact package. It can be had in 45 ACP or 9mm. It is one of the best options for concealed carry when you can only wear light clothing. You get a 3.3-inch barrel to work with, as well as a single-stack magazine. The XDS carries many features of the XD that we all know and love, without the inconvenience of size and heft. You get a front fiber optic sight, a trigger safety, and some real estate to mount a light. You can hardly feel the gun on your person. WALTHER PPS M2. The M2 is a recent introduction from Walther's PPS lineup. Thanks to the amazing team at Walther, the M2 has some nice features that elevate this sidearm to a whole new level. You get a push-button magazine drop and unique stippling around the already excellent ergonomic grip. The M2 can be had in either 9mm or 40 Smith & Wesson. BERETTA PX4 Storm SUBCOMPACT. If you want a customized feel to your tactical single-double action pistol, then go for the PX4 Storm SUBCOMPACT. What gives this sidearm a customizable feature lies in the interchangeable back straps, which allow you to adjust the feel and fit to your desire. It weighs in at a hair above 26 ounces, and you get a standard 3-inch barrel. You also get reversible and ambidextrous control, so anybody can use the gun. SAUER P290RS 380. It's generally accepted that the best lightweight and concealed carry caliber is the 380. Chambered in that caliber, the P290RS is perfect, as it's very compact and very comfortable to shoot. The internal spring is super lightweight and the slide is very easy to handle thanks to the serrations on the back end. It does not take much energy to rack it. Similar to other SAUER pistols, you get standard night sights and it's ready for everyday carry without any further tinkering on your end. SAUER P938. While SAUER is known for their service pistols, their subcompacts also received a lot of recognition from the concealed carry community. One of their best products is the SAUER P938. The P938 is basically the P238 except larger. The only major difference between the two is that the P938 is chambered in 9mm instead of 380. The P938 is reminiscent of the Colt Mustang judging by the design. And speaking of design, if the pistol looks familiar to you, then you would be correct. The P938 is based on the iconic 1911 with a grip safety. You have some options when it comes to carrying. You can roll with the hammer let down manually, which means you need to cock the gun first before firing, or carry with the hammer cocked and locked, ready for action. You have 6 rounds to work with, and it's compact enough to be carried loose in your pocket, although I highly advise against that. If you are a pocket carrier, get a pocket holster. Trust me, it'll save you a lot of trouble. Shooting the P938 is a pleasure. The only downside I can think of lies in the price tag, but such is the price for going with SAUER. And there you have it, folks. These are my top 10 picks for the best pistols to carry in the summer. Of course, this is just my opinion, and you might think that different pistols should make the list. Or maybe you happen to own one of these guns. Either way, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next episode.